Hi all, welcome to the Time in the UK channel. I've just been listening to the Scottish Watchers podcast, and I would just thought I'd like to say thank you to them because I thought it was fantastic. It was the repairing Doctor Who's watch episode, and there's a couple of little fantastic little snippets in there about the faulty date complication on the Tudor GMT and possibly on the Pelagos as well. Apparently it sticks between 14 and 15, so if you do have one that goes faulty, it will be between 14 and 15 that the fault occurs, apparently. So that's what they've said. But they've also said some really interesting things, about how watches are going to age and how in demand some of the older sort of patinaed submariners are, when perhaps 10 or 15 years ago they would have had service dials and stuff fitted. And the point that they made was that the new range of submariners are not going to patina because they've got ceramic bezel inserts, and they're just not going to age in the same way that the old stuff did with its aluminium bezel inserts. On the subject of watch patina, obviously something with a ceramic bezel isn't going to age at all. The bezels are either going to be mint or broken, isn't it? If you take a chunk out of it, it's just going to be scratched and damaged. It's not necessarily going to be pleasantly aged. Whereas aluminium bezel, for example, the paint could fade, couldn't it? It couldn't, and the loom could perhaps change colour. So the loom could change colour on these watches, I suppose. But the loom mixtures that modern watches are using could be different and more stable than older pieces. So I don't think we're going to get massive amounts of patina in the next 30 or 40 years. Who knows? But definitely over the next 10 years, these should be really stable. And having a watch for 10 years, it should look, if you look after it, should look practically brand new, shouldn't it? Maybe the green will fade, maybe it'll rub off on an aluminium bezel. I would imagine, however, when you send it to be serviced, that would get replaced or renovated and it would come back new, wouldn't it? So that's an interesting thought. I've been asked a question today on one of my videos, one of my old Tudor videos, about the availability and where you get the Harrods Tudor Black Bay from. And I think it's quite well known that you can only get it from Harrods, but there's people out there and they're consistently sending me messages and asking me, can they buy it and get it posted out and stuff. As far as I'm aware, and so this is the information that I believe to be true, as far as I'm aware, to purchase this watch, you do have to go into Harrods itself. Now you can send an agent to pick it up for you and they will pay for it. So you would transfer your funds to a friend and the friend could pick it up for you from the shop, but someone has to physically walk in and get it. Now the watch itself is a waitlisted watch. You have to contact Harrods and then get your name put down on the list, which is, from my experience, was not a massively satisfactory experience, because you're just ringing up and giving your name, address and email and hoping that someone's writing it down, because it's not always certain that they are, but they did, and they rang me back. So my name went in some little book somewhere, and they rang me, and I arranged for a friend of mine to go and collect it from Harrods. So yeah, that's how you get one of these. So the other option you've got is, if you really want this particular black bay, is to pick it up on the grey market, and you'll be paying a premium. However, there is quite a few of these around now, so possibly the premium is smaller than it used to be. I just don't know. That's something you're going to have to consider for yourself. But if it is no way you can get to London, if there's no way you can get someone to pick it up for you, your only option is going to be buying used or grey market, isn't it? Because they do not sell it, as far as I'm aware, anywhere else but in the central London Harrods shop. The Harrods store at the London airport, which is a small airport anyway, apparently doesn't have very much in, so, and they don't sell these. So yeah, I just thought I would clarify that little fact. Yeah, but it's a great watch. So yeah, happy shopping.